Have you ever, though,
Yeah.
considered that your opinion might not matter to everyone? You know what I mean? Like,
I really don't. I mean, I don't think that's relevant if my opinion
no, I mean, that's what I'm
matters to
saying.
other
Like,
people.
I feel like if guys don't, like, I don't really think if a dude doesn't see me as a biological woman, or I don't know what you're talking about really, but if a dude disagrees with me on anything, like, I don't really care.
But that's the whole point of a podcast, right? Is to try to come to some sort of understanding and consensus.
Right, but I'm trying to tell you, like, I think a lot of there's this assumption that like a lot of people care when they don't. Like, I think like a lot of I hate the narrative of we're trying to trick straight men into believing that we're women, like cis women. Like, that's not what I'm doing. I'm sure that's not what y'all are doing. Like, there's no trickery involved. I feel like that's a huge narrative that gets pushed. I hear it all the time. Like, I was listening to your Slut George thing, and y'all were talking. You were comparing fucking shapewear on a cis woman to like bringing home a woman and finding out she's transgender. Like, you think it's this deceit, and it's like, it just, to me, it's just really kind of dehumanizing because
comedy podcast. But yeah, I mean, like, we were kind of drawing a comparison there.
Because, but it's why I said disclosure. It's why I talk about disclosure, because you pass all like women, like no one would ever think that. So it wouldn't be comfortable for somebody who thinks it's a cisgender woman going home with them. And those men were telling you that. That's what they're being honest about it. They're not comfortable maybe taking a woman who's a trans woman home without understanding that. You have to look at the middle ground of that space there.
I think that it's not just about valid. You. It just adds to this narrative that like we're all just trying to deceive.
Well,
men.
I disagree. I don't hear that. I don't hear that.
It exists.
But it's not the whole narrative.
How
but
often
that's why I will
How
say,
is it not a huge narrative?
It's a huge narrative.
When in court, so many people.
It's a narrative.
Where you can see the Adam's apple in the person's picture who has died.
Laws around this.
They are trying to create a defense where that person did not know that the person was trans.
And the trans panic laws are disgusting. And that's one area where I absolutely say
trans
activists are right to get.
Do you know what that is, Adam?
What?
The trans panic clause?
No.
So it's a legal exception to hurting a trans person claiming that they deceived them.
And these are on the books in like a lot of cities?
They are.
Yes.
And it's fucked up.
And you always see the
murder should never be excused
you
for any
know
reason.
Yeah,
period.
But I will say that's why it probably would have been valuable for when we had that conversation about disclosing, if you would have just been like, even if it's not how you really feel, just for the sake that we're on a public platform and people are watching, for you to say, no, you don't do that. You know what I mean? It just would have been great to be like, deceiving people is wrong if you would have said that, because then you can squash the narrative. The narrative is squashable.
I always disclose. I just think that I was talking about like on a date.
But you said like I wouldn't be mad if someone did it, and it's like,
no, yeah, on a date or something. But sex I wouldn't be mad personally because I'm trans. But that's
well, yeah, you personally, but,
yeah.
But see, a lot of these like false narratives about us, I think, are easily squashable. But I think that the trans community has been taught to just double down and double down and double down because we feel like the whole world's against us. And if we give them an inch, then they're just going to put us in fucking internment camps. And it's like, that's not necessarily the case. I think that a lot of people, and this is based on my Nazi fans, who communicate to me the value of seeing a trans person who has like normal fucking views because they're not used to seeing that, you know?
Yo, we just hit 400,000 subscribers right here on the Clips channel. So if you want to help us out, click subscribe, get us to 500K. Yeah.